everyone.
Morning,
On the record.
Good morning.
Good morning. We are on the record. This is case D. Mr. Jimerson, your appearance?
Yes, Your Honor. James Jimerson, bar number 12599, on behalf of plaintiff, who is also present on my right.
Good morning. And Mr. Pate?
Good morning. Here on behalf of the as well.
Good morning, Mr. Pate as well. Morning, everyone. I'll note that we do have our cameras here this morning. And Mr. Falcone, did you need your virtual recorder?
No, thank you.
Okay, so we are moving on. We're here for a calendar call. Our evidentiary hearing is scheduled for next Friday, 9 a.m. all day. I do note now that there are pretrial memorandums filed. I do see there is an objection filed by Mr. Jimerson. But first, regarding trial readiness, are we ready to proceed on Friday?
We should be, Judge. The counsel inadvertently, Mr. Page inadvertently miscalendared our pretrial meeting. Supposed to happen yesterday. It's going to happen right after our calendar call. We've exchanged our exhibits. You saw pretrial memos. There weren't any exhibits there, so I'm not expecting anything coming back our way. But we're ready to proceed. The one request I would have, Your Honor, is that given that we have certain exhibits that are quite lengthy, that we be allowed to submit those lengthy exhibits in excess of 50 pages electronically only, as opposed to presenting the court with 3 copies of thousands and thousands of pages.
Of course, we would appreciate that. Mr. Page?
Yeah, I think we should be ready for trial. The issues as we perceive them are the contempt issue that's pending against my client. Also, there were some interim visitation orders or contact orders that were done, and I think you're going to use the time to kind of just see how it's going at the evidentiary hearing as well.
We can do a status check update as well at the evidentiary hearing.
And it was in my pre-trial memorandum, as that I noticed counsel objected to it, although I did file it at 12:11 this morning. I don't think 11 minutes is worthy of objecting.
Mr. Jimerson, would you like to address that?
Certainly, Your Honor. You'll see in my objection, it wasn't just simply an untimely matter, Your Honor. It was an effort to divert the court's attention from what the only issue on trial, which is the matter of contempt. To the extent that there's going to be a status update, that wouldn't be any issue for the court to render any decisions on. The court obviously can get an update on what visitation is happening. There's no pending motions, no pending relief that's going to be requested. And most importantly, Your Honor, to the extent that there were witnesses and subject of our objection from earlier in May, was that the untimely disclosure of witnesses beyond the parties themselves, because there was a disclosure 7 days before the close of discovery of 5 additional witnesses, 4 of which are out of state. Obviously, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to take depositions, take the appropriate discovery, and given the lengthy discovery period in this case, which is a fairly focused issue of contempt and not, for example, a custodial matter or a support matter, a disclosure of 5 new witnesses 7 days before the close of discovery is untimely in the court's order, and that was the basis of our objection.
Okay.
And for that, the witnesses, I came onto the case late. I'm relatively new to this, so I was able to get the witnesses when I can. It was done after a week after Mr. Jimerson's was, so we both had the same issues regarding the close of discovery. I don't think there's any undue prejudice. If he wants to talk to them or do whatever, he's free to do so, and I've always been free to do so as it relates to the witnesses providing information. They're not, say, major witnesses. They're more collateral, tangential, short 5-minute in and out witnesses. So I don't think there's any undue prejudice there. Again, if he wants to talk to them, he's more than welcome to do so.
Okay, let's handle it this way, noting that you all are going to have your effective meet and confer after this calendar call. Hopefully there can be some resolutions, but we will handle all of these issues as soon as we get started, if we are getting started on Friday. I would just ask, if you do reach some resolutions, if you could please submit a stipulation order so we know what we're actually proceeding on. And certainly if you reach a full global resolution, let us know as soon as possible so we can potentially release that date for other parties that are waiting for trial dates. Mr. Jimerson, one reason I'm saying that is because you're working like me. It appears you filed this at almost 3 a.m. I've not had the opportunity to fully review that, so of course I would want to do so.
Absolutely, Your Honor, and I certainly wasn't expecting hyper review because the court is very busy with other matters as well. But it was incumbent upon me to make sure that we have the objection in writing and on file. I look forward to our meet and confer with opposing counsel, and to the extent we can resolve anything, we certainly alert the court. But we are ready to proceed. We look forward to being before this court in 9 a.m. in 8 days.
Okay, and everyone will be here in person, correct?
Correct.
Yes, Judge.
As far as the parties, councils. Okay, perfect. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.